Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Today, we are back on the Paladin, and we are going to turn in the quest Seeking the Core Gem. This is another item we need for Barrigan's Fist. So let's turn this in. And then we will be making our way north. I would be less trustful of one not on a holy path if they came asking about a core gem. But I trust your kind more than some of my kin. I do not judge their entire order based on their actions of just one of your fallen kind.
This is indeed the gem Stillwell desires, but before I can allow you to bring it to him, it must be purified of corruption. The Naga wenches imbue the gems with power, that much is true, but of their own evil kind. Let Stillwell know that its power is intact, and it should work well for whatever ritual he wishes it to be part of. I hope you know what you're doing, adventurer. This is no simple item you possess.
And there we go. We got the core gem. You're currently in Aberdeen. Started the episode here. And now we will be making our way back to Menethil Harbor. Maybe we should just hearth. Should I hearth? We could just fly there, or should I just wait for the boat? Yeah, we'll fly there. We'll hearth. Quite a bit of traveling today, guys. We're going to be traveling from Menethil Harbor all the way to South Shore. You're going on quite the journey. Pretty much a walking simulator today. That's what this game is, or a running simulator. And for this, I picked up the Spirit of Zandalar while we were in Booty Bay. We got 10% increased movement speed and 15% all stats for 2 hours. So I guess we've gained 2% extra movement speed because Pursuit of Justice does not stack with other movement speed effects. So we're really only moving 2% faster, but we'll take it. Pursuit of Justice increases our movement speed by 8%. And I hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. Recently just watched the Game Awards. Kind of shocked how many people actually watch it. Supposedly it gets more viewership than the Super Bowl. Last year's Game Awards got like over 150 million people watching it. And the Super Bowl had just over 120 million. And then supposedly the last World Cup final in 2022, when Argentina played France in Qatar, I believe, that had a viewership of 1.5 billion. That's it. That is insane. But I was shocked that the Game Awards actually has more viewership than the Super Bowl. It's kind of crazy. It was an awesome show. They did a great job. I enjoyed watching it. Pretty cool new releases coming out that were announced. Diablo 4 is going to have a new expansion. Looking forward to that. Maybe we'll check it out. I enjoyed the Diablo story, so I'll probably end up checking it out. I've been following it for a while now. And Claire Obscure did pretty damn well. They won, I believe, 9 awards. They won Game of the Year. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is what they called it. Is what the guy called it when they won. And it's funny because last year, Astrobot won Game of the Year, which was developed by a French company. And then Claire Obscure Expedition 33 was also developed by a French company. So French gaming development studios, man, they're killing it right now. Pretty cool to see that. I think he said like Mon ami, congratulations. So yeah, they're doing really well. The other awards they won other than Game of the Year was Best Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, Best Score and Music, Best Independent, Best Debut Indie, and Best Role-Playing Game. So a pretty good game. I wish, you know, I wish I checked it out. Maybe one day we'll play it on the channel, who knows. But it's clearly a pretty damn good game, and it's from a new company too, which is pretty cool. Goes to show you that, like, you know, if you wanted to be a game developer, you know, anything can happen, right? If you make a good enough game. But, like, the chances of doing that, like, it's probably pretty low, but you never know, right? Unless you try. If you're passionate enough, then yeah, you might as well go for it. That's pretty cool. It's a good show. A couple new games were announced. The ones that I were kind of interested in was Warhammer Total War, Warhammer 40K. It's like a, I guess you call it a real-time strategy game. Where, like, you have, like, an army and you fight, and then you travel to, like, different planets. It looks pretty cool. If you're into the Warhammer universe, it's probably a game you'd want to check out. And then Star Wars came out with a few new games. The one that I thought was really cool was Star Wars Galactic Racer. It's a pod racing game. I don't know if you remember the pod racing game from the trilogy of you know, episode 1, 2, and 3. Anakin Skywalker was a pod racer, and they had an N64 game that was for pod racing too that I used to play as a kid, and it's pretty cool that they're coming out with a pod racing game again. I might check it out, we'll see. And then another Star Wars game, Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. A lot of cool titles were announced. Diablo 4 expansion as well. Looks like we're going to maybe potentially fight Mephisto in the next expansion. What I think may happen, though, oh no. Gotta watch out here, guys. It's going to be a dangerous run. Level 24 Crocolisk here. There we go. Seal up. Forgot what I was gonna say. Crocolisk woke me up there a little bit. Freaked me out. Yeah, a lot of good games were announced. We have Mephisto. Let's talk about Diablo 4, but probably see Mephisto in the next expansion. And I think he is going to potentially summon Diablo. That's my guess. But we'll see. Or maybe he'll summon Baal. Who knows? And supposedly we might see Paladins as a class in the next Diablo 4, which is good because we didn't really have like a light class, you know what I mean? Like a for the light class in Diablo 4. They didn't have monks, they didn't have paladins. But supposedly we will see paladins. Maybe we'll see monks as well. Monk was my favorite class to play in Diablo 3. And then when I played Diablo 2 on the channel, I played a paladin. A Hammerdin. It's pretty much a spec where you just like spam these like hammers, and these hammers like fly around you in a circle, and they do a bunch of damage. You get a lot of buffs as well. But if the expansion does come out and I check it out, we'll probably play the new class. The last expansion I played the new class, which was Spiritborn. It's sort of like it was an interesting class. I enjoyed it. Kind of reminded me of like an Amazon mixed with like a witch doctor. Just a strange class. But it was cool. Level are these? Well, they're all like pretty high level. Probably shouldn't be up here. Let's go down this way. We can die on this run, so I'm going to try to not die. Especially when we get to the Arathi Highlands. Most of the mobs up there will be a much higher level than us. But it's good that we're going there because we will be able to purchase some scrolls for first aid. That will hopefully rank us up. I'll fight this guy. And I should be looking for a Shadowfang Keep. That would be a good idea. Can't tank it. We could, but it just wouldn't be a good experience. Soloing for BOE blues, tag if you want in. So this guy's level 60 just trying to get BOE blues, and I guess he just disenchants them or sells them on the auction house. Here's a legit group, both level 24. What if we can even... Yeah, we can get in at 22. It's like the starting level for Shadowfang Keep. We'll see if we get invited to a group. If not, it's okay. We'll just level up. At least we'll have the flight paths to get back up there. And yeah, Tomb Raider's gonna have some new games coming out. I never really got into Tomb Raider. But seems like that game's still alive and well if they're making, you know, new games for it. Arc Raiders, I think it won the multiplayer game of the year. That game has really grown in popularity in the last few months. Sort of stole the hype from Battlefield when that game came out. Like Battlefield was a lot of fun. I think I played it for like 20 hours. But once, Arc Raiders came out, it seems like everybody switched to Arc Raiders. People like looter shooters, right? It is fun going out into the world and trying to collect loot and gearing up your character, making it stronger. It sort of feels like an MMO. But if you die, you lose it all, right? There's a risk. Which is cool. The feeling of loss in games is it's an intense feeling. It sort of feels like playing hardcore when you die. It sucks, right? It doesn't feel good. That's what makes moments when you're fighting, and it feels a little bit more intense because there's something to lose when you die. Alright, here we are in the Arathi Islands. We really have to watch out. Kind of surprised that Raptor didn't run this. There's a shaman. Let us be. There's also a group of undead that patrol up and down the road here that you have to watch out for. These runs are much more scary and hardcore, that's for sure. It's awesome having this buff, though. 10% movement speed's really gonna... It's gonna speed this up by quite a bit. And it also helps you from not dying, because then you'll be able to run away from mobs a little bit faster. Having Pursuit of Justice probably saved our life, like, a couple times in that Ogre Cave. It's pretty cool. Like, you can't really get dazed. Like, that was one thing about playing a hunter. Like, if you go aspect of the cheetah, like, I think if you get hit, you get dazed, which kind of sucks. But you are moving at 30% movement speed, so I guess there has to be some sort of a trade-off there. Well, the Paladin, it's only moving at 8%, but you know, if we get hit, we don't really get dazed. We still continue running at that increased speed. All right, so here we are at Refuge Point, guys. We're going to pick up the flight point here, and then we're going to make our way to Stromgard.
Hello, where would you like to fly to?
And then after that, South Shore. Then we'll see how everything's going here. You know what we could do? We could just hop in this to level 60. It's kind of a lame way to do a dungeon. Won't get much XP, but we will get Varrigan's Fist, right? So maybe I should just join. Here, I'll just go invite. Because we just really want to get that. Oh my gosh, dude. They just spawned out of nowhere. Imagine you were playing hardcore horde character. Like those elites just spawn on top of you. We're almost done. No problem. On the way. Going again? I wonder if they're going again. I wonder if they're going again. I'll let you know. Okay. Probably not. Not for at least an hour. Okay. No problem. I just seen that as an easy way to get Varrigan's Fist. And getting that weapon at level 22 is great. There's a rogue. Oh, there's he's targeting me right now. This warrior. Watch out for that guy. Alright, off to Stromgard we go. There's like a safe place where the Alliance can hang out. On the right hand side here. We are going to go meet Deneb Walker. It's actually a way to jump up here. You can actually jump up this. I'm not too sure. I forget how, but somehow people jump up that. Forget. You can jump from here. No. But yeah, this place is kind of split up. There's Syndicate on the other side. Lead ogres over here. Pretty dangerous. But we made it without dying. do this here. And there he is, Deneb Walker. So he has these books you want to buy. Expert First Aid Under Wraps teaches you how to be an expert in first aid, allowing a maximum of 225 first aid skill. And teaches us Heavy Silk Bandage. We have to be 180 to learn that. And Mage Wing Bandage. So there we go. We got all of those. He also sells scrolls. Scroll of Agility, Scroll of Stamina. Ox. Arcane Powder. Ruins for teleportation and portals. A few herbalism herbs. Well, there we go. We got what we wanted. Once we hit level 125, we'll learn this. I think we're pretty damn close. There we go. We'll actually learn it now. There we go. So let's learn this. Expert First Aid. Not bad. Cool thing about enchanting is we don't really have to keep it up. Right? I'm gonna try to, but as long as we just keep, disenchanting loot, we'll have a good amount of disenchanting materials. This is our bank here. And all the materials we got. It's mostly just cooking, first aid, and enchanting stuff. I'm waiting for TBC. Supposedly these bank slots, I think, they're much cheaper. I think these ones would cost like 30 gold each instead of like, I think this one's 25, this one's 50, and this one's 100. So I'm just gonna wait until TBC to unlock those because it is going to be much cheaper. We're kind of lucky we haven't really ran into those, that undead patrol yet. We might see them soon, though. They patrol all the way from Terran Mill down all the way over here to the eastern part of the Arathi Highlands. Thoradin's Wall. I like what they did with Season of Discovery. There was a sleeping bag that you could get in Season of Discovery. And you could climb Thoradin's Wall, and then up in Thoradin's Wall is where you would get the sleeping bag. It was just like it's something you could sleep in. Like you use it, you could sleep, and it gives you 3% bonus XP, I believe. Bones Dungeon. Is this an actual group? Level 31 Paladin. And then the Warrior's 22, and I'm getting attacked by a bear. We got dazed. We'll get away from him. And then we got a 25 mage. See how this goes. First, we got to go to South Shore. I want to get the flight point first. We need to make sure we don't get too close to Terran Mill either. The guards will kill us on sight if they see us. It's a common death for a lot of hardcore characters. If you're a horde and you get too close to South Shore, guards will kill you. If you're Alliance, you get too close to Terran Mill, the guards will kill you. And I think we're a bit we should be ahead of some people. Yeah, nice. We're actually ahead of quite a bit of people here. We can take our time. I think Bones has to run his way up as well, like I am. But once we get Varrigan's Fist, it's going to be quite the upgrade. We're going to put Fiery Weapon on it. I was wondering if it's worth putting minor speed on boots. The enchant. But if it doesn't stack, you know, there's no point if you have Pursuit of Justice, because it won't stack on top of Pursuit of Justice, right? So you can't. There's really no point in putting minor speed on boots. You might as well just put like a stamina enchant or something like that. There's a vendor. Zixil. Sells the Orb of Power. 2 stand, 4 intellect. And he sells an enchant, minor agility to boots. Not bad. What's this guy's name? Waruso. We got a 5th. Nice. Human Rogue 23. This guy will carry, though. Dubskis. It's pretty high level for the dungeon. Yeah, he's like right at the cusp of being too high of a level. Surprised we haven't been killed by anybody. Let's run down here to South Shore. This guy's rogue's like, can y'all summon? He's like, we don't have a lock. Yeah, you'd have to buy one. We'll see if this group, you know, pans out. You never know. I'm going to find a group, though. The next episode is for sure going to be Shadowfang Keep. Didn't make our way out here for nothing, right?
Where would you like to fly to?
So there we go. We got South Shore,
Where
guys.
would you like to fly to?
Pretty sure there isn't any quest for Shadowfang Keep on the Alliance side. You could check it out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all Horde. Yeah. They're Horde-only quests. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that. There we go. We got everything. This is South Shore, guys. Just Naga's down here. Murloc's on the other side. We don't have any quests we can pick up here yet, though. We'll eventually quest here for a little bit. I should repair our gear quick.
I supply only the finest goods.
I guess those greater healing pots.
See you later.
Yeah, dupes. Somebody left.
Hey there.
Oh, was that the... It's the Paladin.
See you later.
It's rough. Who's tanking this? I guess the warrior? Hope they don't think I'm healing. We could do double Paladin heals, I guess. Yeah, now I'm not too sure how this group will do. We'll give it a try. So I'm not too sure who's going to heal. It's not going to be me. Yeah, Dookie's just left. He's like, yeah, this isn't going to work. Yeah. Just need a healer. 23 Paladin. This guy has a rallying cry, the Dragon Slayer. It's probably better off doing damage. Just want to make sure that they know that I'm not a healer. Okay. Alright, cool. It looks like Palace Tamal is the healer. These guys are farming. Oh, Quebec's attacking us. Come over here. I'm just gonna fight him because he's gonna kill us. I didn't have this bear on me, man. Maybe it would have been a better fight. I actually got him down a little bit. It was alright. It's from the Guild Quebec. Not surprised. Seven levels higher than me. Well, we put up a decent fight. That's what you want to kind of do against the hunter. You want to bait them into, like, chasing you, and then you turn around and get into melee range with them, because they don't do as much damage if you are, like, attacking them in melee range. Problem is we pulled that bear. That was not good. Let's see what loot's inside of Shadowfang Keep. Butcher's Cleaver. Yeah, it still remains Family Seal. Hopefully that drops. Maybe we'll get that. Commander's Crest. Nice shield. Probably let the tank get that, though. 6 strength, 3 stam, 3 spirit, 13 block. And then everything... Nice chest. 3 strength, 11 stam, 5 spirit, 201 armor. Pretty nice chest. Not as much attack power as our other chest, but... It's pretty... More armor, more stam. Much better for survivability. 5 stam, 80 armor wrists. Those would be a huge upgrade. Our wrists are still great. Even these leather wrists would be an upgrade as well. 5 stam, 38 armor. 20 armor, 4 agi, 2 stam. Back piece, not as good as the other cape we have, though. We got from Dead Mines. And then the rest of the loot is mostly for rogues and casters. This guy gonna kill us? You gotta hit him just to make sure. You never know. It's on site. It seems like now. I wonder if we would have killed that hunter if we if the bear didn't attack us. Probably not. He didn't have his pet out, so we had a chance. Oh, here we are entering Silver Pine Forest. All of the Dalaran wizards are allied to us. Or allied to the Alliance, so we don't have to worry about them. And we can't attack them in Silver Pine. It's Horde territory. They can attack us, but we can't attack them. I wonder if that changes at level 60. I think it does. Maybe, maybe not. Soft hands. A lot of people leveling. Seen quite a bit of people running up here. Oh wait, we've gone a little too far. Shadowfang Keep is just over here. And I wonder how far everybody else is. Pretty damn far away. But it will be a tough run, guys. Everyone's sort of close to entry level. I think we can do it, though. The mage is 25. Pretty good group for a mage to be in. Good chance, you know, this mage will get some awesome loot. I'd be pretty happy if I was a mage in this group. Good chance getting Rogue's Aerogal, Belt of Aerogal, or Feline Mantle. All those pieces are pretty damn nice for casters. Maybe the Paladin would want it, though, if he's a healer, right? Look at all of the horde here, man. Quite a few horde. Wonder if it looks like Stubby got ganked by somebody. Wonder where the heck he is. I think he died in Lockbadan. There's Aerogal right there. Vincent, you and your pathetic ilk will find no more success in routing my sons and I than those beggarly remnants of the Kirin Tor. If you will not serve my master with your sword and knowledge of his enemies, your moldering remains will serve me as a testament of what happens when one is foolish enough to trespass to my domain. And there we go. That's the last boss right there. And here we are inside of Shadowfang Keep, guys. Next episode, hopefully this group makes their way up here, and we will clear this dungeon. Hopefully get a little bit of loot as well. And the final item for Varrigan's Fist. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.